All right, everyone, how's it going? We have a good match today. UJ versus UND of all places. I, for one, did not know UJ, or not UJ, UND had a esports team, and this is kind of a cool little North Dakota rivalry we have going on here. I'm your caster, below average, and I think so far I'm your only caster tonight, so you're gonna have to put up with just me. So hope you guys can deal with that. Anyways, here we're starting off on Oasis. UJ having a pretty good start to the season. I know they won their first game. Don't know about the second one, and I have no idea how well UND has been doing. So, kind of curious to see what we're gonna have going on here. I see UND's already starting off with a Ramatra, and I haven't seen much Ramatra so far. So I'm hoping that they stick with that pick. We are getting started. UJ seems to be rolling out with the same comp that I've seen them playing so far. Stick with the Soldier 76 and Sojourn, Orisa, and the Lucio uh, Kiriko. And UND's coming out with the Ramatra and a Reaper, Brigitte, Kiriko, and Echo of all things. Pretty interesting. UJ's already taking the high ground here, just so both the DPS can rain fire down on UND here. Mirage gets really low there, but they heal him back up right away. And right now, not a whole lot happening. Humongous is going to drop down on the point and apply pressure, and they are getting Echo down. Hey, welcome. So UJ does pick off Cole right away. However, UND gets two picks of their own, and it looks like UJ might be backing out of this fight and letting UND take the first point here. And he's welcome, second caster. I have no idea who you are.
Hey, I'm Luke, aka
right.
Muskrat Player.
All right,
Sorry,
perfect.
I'm a little late. They crepes at the calf today.
All good, all good. Anyways, welcome. Just got in, so
Perfect.
not a whole lot happening. Did UJ win their last game?
They did, yes.
They did? Okay, so it's 2-0. Do you know? I don't know if you know the record of UND at all.
Uh, yeah, I'm not 100% on UND,
Okay.
but I don't know. I thought they'd be a pretty good team because they got a pretty good esports program.
Yeah. I noticed that they have a cool logo and everything. We don't even have that.
I know, that's impressive.
Yeah. Anyways, UJ kind of doing the same thing as they did with the first fight, taking the high ground and then having Humongous drop down on point again. And right now, it just seems to be slow pushing. Nothing's really happening. Carter is going to get moved off the high ground by Bilby. And Bilby's going to take out Zach right away. That is not looking good for UJ. Cole is going to get low as he pressures Carter. And it seems like we have a bunch of fighting over here on the right-hand side. Monkey's backing out, being low health. And Bay Drizzy's going to have to try to escape here somehow. Looks like, yep, with that boot from the break, he's able to get back to his team. Oh, that's a heck of a, I don't even know what they're called, sticky bombs from Cole there. Gets two right away, and UJ's just sitting back here near the spawn as UND applies more pressure. Not really able to get much so far with 80% on the board here. They're going to be coming to nice fat territory. They don't really have, I mean, they kind of have ult advantage here. They're going to pop Visor right away, and Kitsune Rush does get a pick right away. However, Carve is going to come in with the Death Blossom and take out Carter. Gambaria popped, and staying with Overclock, and they are just trying to get what they can here, but they're not going to even touch the point.
Oh, nuts.
That sucks. I mean, they used all their ults there. Maybe had slight advantage, but UND just kept pushing them back. I don't know if they had Ramatra ult up there. I think that slows them down, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It does?
It definitely
Okay.
does, yeah. Yeah, and plus, yeah, his ult is just so weird because I don't even fully understand it. Like how, like he sucks the energy from them, and he's on a timer, but his timer pauses if there's nobody, or his timer pauses if he can keep sucking energy from people.
Oh,
It's just so
that is definitely
weird.
balanced. I'm washed up and I don't play this game anymore, so I don't really know much about the new heroes. Anyways, same thing from both sides here, as they both speed their way to the point. Looks like UND is going to be taking high ground on the left side.
UG against Lucio speed.
Yes. First artist going to flank here. Obi does get a bit low, nothing though. a lot happening on the right side. Get
Oh.
something. It's been pretty slow fight so far. Just a lot of poking from both sides, trying to get any picks they can. However, it looks like Mirage does kind of push in there, but backs out right away to get low.
Lots
And
of damage on this Sumatra.
yeah, a lot. But Cole gets a pick right away on Jay Drizzy and on Humongous. And I mean, UJ's down one, but it looks like they're electing to just back out and give UND the point as they start ticking up some percentage. Engage here again. Vortex is popped. Zach gets low and just slides right out. Now Humongous is in there alone and getting really low. Barely gets out there.
Wow.
Yeah. That was
Ooh,
a
good
nice
pick from
Helix
Carter.
rocket. And they're going to
Good.
pop Tactical Visor and just roll right into UND here. Rally is popped and instantly lost. That was an interesting choice by Bilby. Maybe he thought he could survive and keep his team up, but no. UJ's going to get the points, down 40-ish percentage right now, and they're going to hope to start building it up and keeping UND at bay. We do have almost 4 ults here on the board for UJ. They should be able to build them up here this next fight, but I mean, it's probably going to have 4 as well built up here. Guard gets low. Kitsune Rush is popped, it looks like, and they're going to just push in. Loop kill for Jay Drizzy. And there goes the whatever Rissa's ult's called. Pretty good, sucked out the team in, and it looks like they're going to be able to just win this fight here, back up a bit, and set up for when UND pushes in again.
Very impressive, but it almost felt like it was a little unneeded because they were already pushed so far ahead.
Yeah. They did pop, what, 3? No, just 2 ults there, so, I mean, not bad. However, they weren't able to get any ults out of UND, which kind of sucks. UND has, yeah, they have a good ult advantage here, and unless UJ is able to maybe bait some out, they're not going to be able to do much. Overclock is popped. Nice pick there on the Kiriko. However, Mirage does pick 2 off of UJ and pops his own ult. Looks like UJ just might try to fight this here or just give him the point. Well, they just about capped. That was a nice headshot, though, for Zach, but Humongous down. No one's on point. And Jay Jersey, though, is going to pop Sound Barrier. I think UJ thinks it can just go right back in and take it back from them. There was Death Blossom, and Carb gets 2 right there. It looks like UJ back out here. Carb gets a 3rd. Yep. Yeah, percentage is about even right now. So they're gonna be going in with Kitsune Rush and Tactical Visor. Maybe they're hoping to pop both of them and just melt through. UND has both their supports ults though and duplicate available. There's Kitsune, and Carter does pop Visor but dies right away to Cole. Because popped, copies the Orisa, and it's just UND's pushing right into them. There's Terra Surge, I remember the name now. Gets Jay Drizzy, and I mean, this isn't looking good for UJ. They're down some. They're going to have to try to touch and maybe try to get some picks, but I mean, they're going to be staggering in at this point, especially Zach going down. Carter does get Bilby here. That's something. And Terra Surge is popped, and both the supports are down. I think UJ could possibly come back from this. Wow.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
It was looking pretty like dire there for UJ, but that was really impressive.
I was almost like, oh shoot, Humongous is pushing up way too far, but then
Yeah,
he just completely turned it around.
that was very nice. And I mean, UJ kind of used everything they have there. Zach will be coming up on Overclock here, and they're only going to have whatever Ramalchi's ult is called, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. He's getting in the backline right away to pop the ult, but he is getting fairly low. Zach does pick off the Lucio when he popped Overclock, and UG's Lucio and Orisa goes down. It's a pretty even fight here. Both tanks down, both Lucio's down. But you're fighting on the point to maintain control of it. Cole is picked. Zach, great punch from Zach. Carb pops Death Blossom, but Carter pops his Visor, and it was a bit
Wow.
Yeah,
That was fun to watch. Oh my
yeah, that
gosh.
was pretty insane. It was hard to tell who was just in the lead there. Just trades going back and forth from both teams. That was really impressive from UJ though, because they really came back there on that point.
Yeah, I saw Humongous go down, and I was like, okay, this could be anybody's game at this point. UJ did prevail.
Yeah.
You were Eevee's favorite character from the Overwatch cartoon.
It made me look like a superhero. The reality was,
I gotta say, Carter is really good with applying pressure on, or he was good at applying pressure on the enemy Echo. Whenever she just like fly up or try to flank, like he's good, just like, nope, not gonna let you do that.
Yeah, agree. Like, they kind of learned right away that Cole was getting a lot of value with his sticky bombs. And so it seemed like Carter started focusing him down right away. And they are going to switch off of him. Cole is going to go to the soldier and himself, and it seems like that's going to be the only switch for the side of UND. UJ is, of course, going to take high ground here for both. Yes, and he's going to try to challenge it as well. Pitcher poking right now, not a whole lot happening.
He is taking the high ground though. That is good.
And that was a nice rail gunshot
Okay.
from Zach. Yeah. Now Humongous does drop down onto the point, and they're gonna pick off Kiriko as well. Have a JJC is gonna go down, but Carter, yeah, he's getting to this fight. He's showing the value of high ground right now.
Oh,
Yeah, Carver's so low. That was a good wraith form for him, but he is gonna go down. UND does get the first cap, but with just Mirage on point, they're not really going to be able to get much percentage. Gonna back out and gonna get 9% on the board, and yeah, UJ now has control of the point. Very nice from UJ there. Also, I've been liking how the supports of UJ here have been able to support Humongous as he drops down to contest the point on the pod. I don't know much about the survivability of Orisa. I know it's pretty high
oh
now,
yeah, it is.
but
So,
I mean, they send Humongous straight into the team, and both Jay Jersey and Kayla Roney, whoops, all good, have been doing a fantastic job keeping him up throughout the fight. I mean, right now, UND pushed in. They seem to have just lost the fight immediately, and UJ sitting here, it's pretty with 3 ults, a 4th coming up, and UND has their Ramacha ults, but not much else. Mini Rush and Tactical Visor popped. Cole goes down instantly, and they are just sort of melting through. Carter is going to go down, however, to Ramacha ult. Mungus gets really low on Leon right there. They do a good job keeping him up. He is barely alive and making out. Looks like UJ's just going to back out and regroup here before pushing back in. Ult economy pretty even right now. They're going to have Kitsune Rush on UND's side. I just noticed they switched to the Moira off of the Brigade. They're pretty in Rush. Kitsune Rush is popped in the hallway there with Death Blossom.
oh,
Yeah,
no.
that is rough for UJ.
As a team kill on.
They sort of just melted there before they could even react. I don't even know if Kayla Roney had her protection Zuzu up or not.
Got one here. Carried on the wind.
He does have the ultimate. They can possibly try to try
They do.
something here.
And they have the numbers advantage with Carter just picking off Carb just like that. Very nice. Yeah, both Cole and Mirage go down. That's just, they just walked up there.
Their tank's down. They just get to walk on point for free.
Yeah, at some point there, it looks like they popped overclock. I didn't see it. I didn't hear the voice line at least. And,
Yeah.
but still, they just walked into the enemy team and it's like that one. The fight. It looks like Carb is going to switch off of Reaper now and go to Junkrat, which is an interesting switch, but we'll see if it works out for them or not. Aren't coming up with Moira ult here, or they do have it. They'll probably try to push in with that if anything. Although with the high ground, it might be a bit tricky to do so.
Humongous going to contest the point here. Oh, any ults? Get a pick with it though.
Not at all. Carter does pick Carb, and Mirage is going to go down. Not Mirage, Humongous is going to go down to Mirage. And UND does get control of the point, just barely with 2% left for Jay to cap. Looks like they're just going to back out somewhat and hopefully get the rest of the team back. But they're going to need to touch soon here. I mean, they do have Sound Barrier to go in, and they're probably going to pop both Continue Rush and Visor there. Yep, there it is. And they just melt Carb down. Mantra ult is popped, and Sound Barrier is also popped. Oh my, so much of them and slow.
So much damage coming out of Carter right now. Impressive.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just Mirage here on point, I think, and UJ just, when things are looking rough, they just power through and win the fights and win the map. Game one could touch, no, and with a pretty close first map there, UJ is going to take it.
Game's pretty neck and neck, I'd say.
Yeah.
Play of the game.
I gotta say, Carter's been just insane on the Soldier from what I've been seeing so far. Just he's always seeming to get a pick right before like the fight even starts with his Helix rockets.
That is quite impressive on Carter. Yeah.
All right, so I believe we go into a hybrid map next, and that will be. We'll see what we get here. Well, I don't know what to talk about right now.
I will say though, it is impressive though how big of a map pick matters in games.
Yeah.
Last week, Overwatch. Last week for UJ, Overwatch had or they won their first, I think, just their first match, I think, and the other team got to pick the map, and it wasn't like a roll, but it was pretty brutal to watch it sometimes.
Yeah, it's always kind of interesting how some teams seem to be much more successful on other maps than others, and how, like, not only understanding what maps you're good at, but maybe what maps the other team aren't so good at to, swing the game in your favor. And it really shows how important it is to try to at least practice on every map and understand different strats and coordinations on those as well. Including different comps too, because you can't run the same thing on every map. And I'm curious if UJ is going to get a map where they can't utilize their Orisa and have to switch to something else, because that seems to be their comp is surrounding the Orisa, and they don't really switch off of that at all. So I am curious on how well UJ will perform if they have to swap from their comfort roles.
Yeah, I know Humongous. He's pretty good with Sigma as well. I wouldn't say it's his main forte, but I think he's still semi decent at Sigma.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing some of that too, and it was pretty good. So still waiting on the map pick. Don't know what else we could talk about.
What was that last thing they said in chat?
I think they were switching someone to, switching the other person to spectator for their stream. Looks like we got a map of Parisia. Parisa? We'll hear it when we enter. I don't know how to pronounce words.
Oh, this is like that semi-new map.
Yeah, it's the Brazilian one.
This one's kind of fun to play on. I wouldn't say I've played this game too much. I probably played 50 games in between. Yeah, up to the time Overwatch 2 got released, but I think I like this one the best so far. This one's pretty fun.
I played the beta, so I don't know. I don't think this one was in the map pool at that time, so. Most of my prime was in Overwatch 1.
Oh, yeah.
And afterwards I sort of faltered out. But I know some people like this map. I know some people really do not like this map, so It'll be interesting though if EJ does decide to switch up at all, because I know at least on first point, I think the Orisa strat can work if they just charge the point. However, when it comes to like the second stretch here, like in the preview image, I mean, the high ground does matter quite a bit there, and maybe they can just brute force an Orisa to stay in the card and make their way through,
Definitely.
or maybe they'll switch to something else like Winston or a Diva, or I mean maybe even Hammond. We'll see.
I also think Cassidy is a pretty good pick for this map. I mean, every time I played on this one, either my team or the opposite team is going to play a Cassidy. I think it's mainly for attack because there's like one point where you can just like see the point, and like it's just perfect for a Cassidy ult. But
Yeah.
who knows? We want to put like $10 on it though. Nothing past that though.
Nothing past it. Okay. It would be interesting. I'm assuming Carter would pick the Cassidy. He seems to be the main hit scan of the team. I know Zach used to play a lot of Genji, so I'm assuming he's more of the flex role. Hopefully be getting into here any second now, though. Yep, there we go.
Now traveling to Paris.
Arisa. Alright, looks like UJ is starting off on defense, I think that is. Sensitivity. Extreme. Oh, there we go. That does not help much. Anyways. We'll see what they roll out with here. It's a very nice map, even if like I may not like a map due to how it's structured. I mean, Blizzard does a great job designing how their maps look.
Yeah.
This one's at least a treat to look at.
I remember talking with Evan about that last week. It's just the time they put into these maps and just like the decorations. Just beautiful.
Yeah, it's quite something. Look at this. Not necessary, but they do it anyways. Oh well, there's the Sigma you were talking about.
There we go.
Alright, not same 3 as usual, but Card is also going to be, or same 2, with Zach on Sojourn and Kayla on Kiriko. But we are going to have an Ashe Mercy combo along with the Sigma, so that's really interesting. Looks like Mirage is also going to go Sigma himself. Cool right now on the Hanzo, that's pretty interesting as well.
Looks like I lost $10.
Yep, no Cassidy yet. You still have a chance.
Yeah.
One. Attackers incoming.
Yeah, it looks like they're coming out with a Hanzo and a Junkrat. Say goodbye to your shield, Humongous. It's going to be a bit rough. And just like that, there it goes. UND is just going to be coming out with a lot of damage here, and hopefully looks like they're going to try their best to just pile through. Maybe they are expecting the Orisa, get like a bunch of headshots with the Hanzo, but I mean, even with the Sigma, it's a lot of damage, and that shield's not really going to be doing much. So UJ just backs up to the high ground by the point and get a pick from afar. They're going to mostly be relying on Carter here too to get a headshot with the Mercy Pocket.
Carter does.
Oh,
he gets the dynamite on Card.
Good enough anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does the job.
A kill's a kill.
Yeah. And Carter is going to go down himself though, but with Rez, doesn't matter. They're so just sort of sitting here shooting at each other. Hold on. I think right now, oh, the Sigma ult already. You look at that, he is miles ahead of Humongous in ult charge, but now he is also dead. Gets no value whatsoever. I mean, usually he's just doing a good job. Even with all that damage, they're able to just sit back and poke at them. Nice headshot there.
Nice and relaxed from UJ.
Yeah, Carv did not know what was coming.
Oh,
Nice as well.
That's so satisfying.
Yeah. Carter is definitely showing a lot of prowess on the hit scan roll of this game. And yeah, I mean, I was a bit worried for UJ with all that damage. You know, they could have just been rolled through, but not even random Hanzo headshots have happened. And gonna pop Valkyrie here as they push in, kind of. UJ's sitting with a few ults themselves, and UND will be building up to some here. And they have dragons as well. They'll probably pop that to try to get them off the high ground, if I had to guess. They are gonna drop down to point here. Continue rush.
Bob.
Yep.
Oh, and Bob's going down.
Yep. Continue rush popped on both
Good work,
sides.
Bob.
Yep. However, Bob is gonna get, and Carter's gonna get two with Bob, and tried to get res, but there's those random Hanzo headshots I was talking about. 2 down, but I mean, yeah, they're pretty low. It looks like they're just backing up. Carb is gonna try to run away, but takes a rock to the face. Very nice.
That was
moves
a great
here.
rock.
Yeah.
Humongous.
Oh, Moira's behind. This is not good.
Oh,
She needs to get
no.
out.
Where is she going?
Did she get out? Barely, yeah.
Swap to Orisa, though.
They did. Interesting. Maybe they want more point presence since Orisa has a bit more survivability. A lot more, I should say. That they're hoping for that. Then
Humongous going in.
Yeah. Bilby does pop Coalescence, but it's instantly headshot by Carter. Kayla Roney and J Jersey are going to go down. That's both supports down. It looks like UJ is just going to lose this point here. Humongous trying to do what he can. He pops his ult, but gets nothing of value. Trapped in the corner, he is going to die. Yeah, UJ's not going to try to contest. They're just going to set up for second point. Still only about 3 minutes left on the clock. They drained it down quite a bit.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Make it
Yeah.
worth your while.
Oh, Carter does get picked right away, too.
Hanzo headshots.
Yep. Maybe a few more of those.
Enemy here.
A whole lot happy right now. Looks like the Junkrat and Moira just sticking to the cart while the rest of UND takes the high ground there. That was a nice javelin.
Thanks for the help. Just what I was looking for. Hostile front.
About that either. The javelin with that knockback can be used really well to just knock some of these people off of high ground. Dragons is popped. Carter gets 2. However, Zach also gets 2 with his overclock here. And he's looking for a third. Doesn't really find any, but I mean, UND's hiding right now.
Enough to stop the point.
Yep.
Stop the payload.
Mungus trying to get a pick. It looks like he's in here alone though, and
Oh, nuts.
he had no support whatsoever. That's rough. I'm trying to find someone who's not dead that I can spec to. I keep
He's
getting my
tripping over
cord
the
caught.
My bad.
What can we do with this? Maybe. Yeah, good enough. That should work. We'll see. UND closing in on second point here. Bob is picked, but hey, look, there's that Cassidy you're talking about. Garb is going to switch to that and get a headshot on Bob. Zach and Carter both get headshots in their own though, but UND capped the points during that fight, so they are going to have to back up here. Although a lot of members of UND did get low there.
Here on, it's just a matter of surviving for the next 2.5 minutes.
yourself
Yeah.
For UJ.
I mean, they've been able to hold for fairly long on both points. Not as long as they would have liked on second point there, but still pretty long.
Yeah.
Not really pushing the payload at all either. They're just maintaining the high ground here and trying to get progress. Now something's nothing. Mirage gets really low, but Coalescence is popped to keep them up, and they're going to push into Day with that. Kitaroni pops Kitsune Rush, but falls in the process, and random Hanzo headshots for the win. Cole was showing us how you play Hanzo, and he's just going to back up there. Both supports are going to hide and spawn and wait for the team. Dragons is popped, and the rest of the team is cut off from Humongous, who falls to the Dragons as well. Bob is going somewhere, all right?
Yeah, he's taking a trip.
Yeah.
But he still gets.
Yeah, Carter gets Bilby. That is nice. And actually, Bob is kind of doing some work in the back there. However, New Jersey falls to Deadeye. Kateroni does get a pick on Cole here, and it's a bit back and forth right now. I think it's just Kateroni on the point. Nope, we have Humongous there as well, trying his best to survive. Terror Search is popped by Mirage, and there he goes. It looks like UND
2
caps
seconds left.
the point. Yeah.
Not a bad time. I've seen way worse for
Yeah.
myself.
But as you mentioned earlier on how like choosing the map really matters, I mean, it seems like it really matters there. It looked like
Yeah.
UND were a bit more comfortable, at least after the first point, on that map compared to uh, UJ, who seemed pretty splintered there. I mean, there's times where just people were kind of wandering around the map and
Yeah.
getting cut off from the healers.
For sure.
Maybe some better positioning too. Cole was getting a lot of value with Hanzo and just getting essential picks for them to win fights.
Something I remember I was on Overwatch team last year, and something that I remember them emphasizing was just like we're like either we're all in and we die as a team, or we're gonna make it to the point, right?
Yeah.
And I guess I don't know, something kind of struck me wrong seeing both those healers being able to just like get off like that.
Yeah.
But now UJ is attacking,
Yeah.
and pretty sure. Oh, we're not running
Playing by my
not running a Lucio. Okay.
No, they're gonna stick with that Carter pocket probably. And Zach this time is gonna pull out the Hanzo. It's his turn to try. Looks like Wendy's also gonna have their own Ash Mercy combo and a Baptiste as well, which is kind of interesting. I think Yuki's just gonna try to push right under. Humongous saving as much shield as he can, but Carb is gonna pick off Carter right away. Yep. UJ's just gonna back up and wait for him. That's rough to get a pick right away. That allows UND to just run down the clock.
Bit of a stalemate here. Trying to push back up now that they got their Carter back. High ground, that's very important.
Yeah, UND's going to back up to the high ground that UJ was taking a lot of their defense on before. A lot of the DPS and low ground. Yep. And yeah, just same thing as usual. A lot of just poking each other, trying to get one pick. And there's one pick. Cole is going to pick off Carter with a headshot, but Zach is going to pick off Zena as well. Both are rezzed, and Zach gets Bilby.
They are down one. That is
That's good, yeah. Right now, I mean, UJ could definitely capitalize on that, but Cole gets a headshot as well. Cole has been on fire this game so far. Either the Hanzo or the Ash. He's getting loads of headshots. However, UJ does have Dragons here, and they're going to pop it. But the team of Fit Humongous does pick off the Baptiste before he dies. That was a nice headshot back there on Cole. However, they're not really able to push in at all. Cole gets rezzed by Bilby, and yeah, I mean, I think they're up one right now. I don't know how many are on the point there, but they're gonna have to wait for Humongous to get back before trying to push in. Which is, I mean, UJ's also showed a lot of restraint as well. They know not to like push in just when they get one pick. Ginneroni is gonna pop Casino Rush and die right after the Sigma ult. Get rezzed. Yeah, not a lot has been happening yet. They've just been sort of fighting here in this neutral area here right next to the point, and I mean, Carter gets a pick on Carb, and Batfield is popped. But I mean, there's a minute and a half left, and UJ's not been able to make any progress whatsoever. Roni goes down again. This is looking rough for UJ. But there's another pick. I don't know what's happening.
It is a whole ton of back and forth here. I only see 3 people on point though on their team on the side.
Yeah, I mean, Bob is popped on. I believe that's. He's Bob. How would they got all the picks they want now. I mean, it's just Mercy here alone. Gonna try to battle Mercy it out. And
Oh no.
Oh no.
Please don't. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, just
Close
both
one,
the
Carter.
supports on the field here, and that was a nice shot from Carter. And now finally, he's gonna be able to cap the point here. And they should have about as much time as UND did when they capped the point on their attack. OB is going to switch to the Brigida here, and yeah, about the same amount of time. rounds here. I wonder if they're going to probably use... I'm assuming Zach is going to use his dragons here to try to get them off the high ground. Especially since they're all in that small room there.
He's
Alright.
really holding back on that though. That is, I would not hold back on that. Like I would be like all up in that, just
Yeah.
firing it away. That's some really good restraint on it.
Yeah. I mean, right now, they're just sort of pushing the card. Looks like they finally dropped down to contest it. That gets a bit low, especially with Cole popping him from above there. Ult is popped though by the Humongous, and there goes the Dragons. Ah, they were trying to combo. Nice rock from Humongous. Yeah. That gets pick on Cole, and I think they're just gonna slowly push the cart here to cap. Looks like Carb is just sitting behind them right now. They are a bit split, so that's good for you, Jay. But it looks like they should be able to get at least a full team.
Oh no, Carb.
No, Carb's dead, yeah, but he is going low here. They push right into him. Carter does get Zena though, so that's good. One support down and about to be two supports down. And Mungus can get this pick. He can. Looks like they did pop Kitsune Rush there to secure this fight. I don't even think that was needed, but they probably could have saved that. And after a bit of delay, they will cap second point here. Have 2.5 minutes to cap. I mean, they've sort of been even with UND in terms of time here. I think they had about as much time as well when they made their way through third point.
Yeah, so it seems with this map, it seems like Zach's role as a sniper is just so important now all of a sudden.
Yeah. UJ's gonna back up here after that junk tower gets a pick on Humongous. Yeah, I do think the sniper role seems to be really important here. I don't know if this is a good map for Hanzo, but I mean both the DPS have really been making or breaking it for the fights here. Like it's whoever can get the most headshots here. I mean both Cole on UND side and Carter and Zach have been just trying their darndest to get headshots, and I mean plenty as well on both sides. So. I mean, look at UND here. They're pretty spread out. They know about the dangers of a Hanzo, and so they've been just kind of hiding behind the walls there, so they can't get a good line of sight of him. Carter, nice headshot there from Carter too. Yeah. And I mean, it's a bit even right now, I think. All right, Carp is gonna go down, and he's up in numbers here. They have 3 here or 4? No, 4 here with Mercy. Oh, and Zach gets res, so they have a full 5, and they're just hoping to make their way through right away. Sigma ult is popped, gets supports, but yeah, it looks like got stunned maybe. I think Mungus stopped it. Bob is popped.
Boy, a lot of ults coming out.
Yeah. Zach gets a headshot on Carb. And I mean, they've had to back up a bit from all those ults from UND, and it's a bit even right now. Mercy's down, which is unfortunate, and I mean, Humongous gets low and popped. Mirage. Like, I mean, UJ's gonna want to back out here and try to get something here. They're gonna need someone to touch. There's 20 seconds left on the timer, and it's gonna be hard to touch it with the entire team in the way there. It looks like they will be able to. Carter's getting close on Bob here, and Sigma's trying to push them on high ground. Looks like Zach is going to go, and he will get the touch, but he's going to fall to Mirage. Humongous is going to pop Sigma ult, and isn't going to get anything out of it. It's, I mean, UND has the numbers here. It's just Humongous on the point. He's going to try to survive as long as he can. However, UND is going to be victorious, and they, on their map pick, will win map 2. So we have quite the series here.
Not quite the 3-0.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm always down for a good close series, especially against another North Dakota team.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Zach.
Oh. I mean, also a fairly close map for the most part. So. But now it's UJ's pick for an escort map, so let's see what they pick here. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Route
wow.
66. That was quick. I guess when you're the owner of the lobby, you have the luxury of doing that.
Much as I love a good escort map, I gotta say, I think I love the new robot pushing mode that they got set up here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see UJ go into another push map. I think I only saw it once last semester. Maybe. I don't
A push
remember.
map?
A push map, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if UJ has played on it any of this semester, but it's always interesting to see how UJ does on different things. So it'll be nice to see a push map here because it is best of 5. I'm pretty sure it's like Overwatch League rules. Something here. What? Ah, that's what it is. To defend. I know this is a pretty popular Sigma map as well, so I'm probably gonna see Sigmas on both sides here. I wonder what else will be run. I know this map is pretty popular for snipers as well, because there can be some interesting angles and just sightlines here.
For
So,
sure.
I wonder if there's also they're gonna stick with the Hanzos on either side, or maybe they'll just stick with the Sojins too, because I mean the sightlines still work for the railgun.
Yeah, that's the weird part about Sojourn is it feels like she's almost like she's a close range, but she's also feels like a sniper sometimes.
Yeah,
With that
it's
railgun.
it's an interesting character. I think a mostly well designed one too.
For sure. I also feel kind of the same way about Cassidy, just because like it feels like once you get up close and you can just like bam 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 bam, like that does a lot of damage, but also feels like from far away he's got a pretty tight uh, spread on just his single shots.
Yeah, I don't think he has too much like damage drop off as well. So it would be nice to see just a more variety of heroes too, just because I like to see variety and not the same thing over and over. And we got plenty of that on the last map, so
Oh yeah, for sure.
we'll see. However, on this point too, especially with first point with big rolls, UJ could stick with their Rissa comp and just hug the cart and stay underneath the gas station the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Second point would be different, but I mean with first and I think third, Rissa could work well. A wait in here. Could have come up with some topics to talk about while we're in these waiting periods.
I feel like last week was it Circuit? Did you watch last week's?
I watched a bit of first map and then I stopped watching for whatever reason. So now, did they play on Circuit Royale though?
Yeah, Circuit Royale.
That's a fun map to at least watch. I don't think I played. I know I played on it once or twice. I think.
Hard sniper map, and I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know. I'm kind of surprised because UJ is pretty good with their snipers. Like we got the Hanzo, and I think I saw a Widowmaker last week, but I don't know. Just felt like they're just able to keep pushing and pushing us.
Did UJ lose on that map or?
Yeah, they did. We
yeah.
ended up with what 3-1,
Okay. Okay. Cool. Should have watched so I knew what you were talking about. That's on me. up here and cast. Don't even do my research.
What games are you used to casting?
This
Yeah.
is the only game I know.
Okay.
I could cast like Valorant and stuff like that, but I would just be making things up as it goes and probably not even talking about the game.
Yeah.
This game I played too much of when I was in college, so I know enough about it. I'm a bit rusty on like the meta and what is good and what isn't good in terms of a 5v5 thing, but I just ask other people I know about that.
Yeah.
And so it's just this game. I don't really. I guess I know a little bit about Smash Bros, but that was years ago when I played that. So
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I could never do Smash Bros. Like that just it's just so much happening all at once.
I mean, I could probably turn my brain off and commentate COD, but
Yeah.
this I kind of just was like I know a bit about this game, so I figured, hey, I'll cast it for you boys. This is the only game I've ever casted. I'm pretty sure. I might have cast some other game before. I don't remember. I have bad memory, so now I have to remember to do this side. And yeah, there is that Hanzo Sigma last game. It looks like they're gonna run the same comp they had on Parisia. However, I kind of like what UND's coming out with here. It's a bit wacky, goofy. Cassidy, Moira, and Anna, Hanzo, and Orisa. I wonder if they're just gonna try to run into the enemy team with the Orisa and maybe have the Cassidy be the front line. I don't know. It's
Feels like they'd want a Lucio for that, but I can totally see them doing that with Moira.
yeah. It's oh yeah, they are gonna kind of just high ground here. What the world is UND up to here? What are they smoking? I want to know what they're gonna do. This is like a quick play combo mode, so maybe it's a meta comp. I don't know. I am uninformed. Oh, that is a nice headshot there. Carb just sort of alone in the middle of the street there and just gets popped by Carter. And there goes Cole. Both the DPS down, UJ, and with how much progress they have already. Nice.
Oh my gosh, like I said, picking
Carter,
the map
calm
makes all
down.
the difference.
Yeah.
And they just take that.
He was even pocketed that entire time, too. He's just... yeah, I mean, UND might be able to recontest here, but they sort of just plowed on through and make it point here for free. Looks like they are going to do some swaps, though, right away. Keeping everything... I mean, they're only keeping the Moira. They have their own Sigma. They brought back out the Echo and Reaper, and they have the Kiriko as well, but they're not even going to touch. They're just going to say, screw it. We're giving it to you, Jay. You guys definitely win this one. And they're going to get some space here.
5 minutes is more than enough time to get.
Oh, yeah. They have a heck of a time bank here. Nice.
Oh, that was a close one already.
I'm assuming what UND wants to do here is give them a bit of space, and then when those doors close, push in. However, with Mirage down and Cole, I don't think they're going to get that. They are just
rolling them. Oh, my goodness.
They lose one map. They're like, that's not happening again. We are just going to go straight through UND here. I mean.
Are they just going to let us take that?
Yeah, they're probably going to regroup here and then push out on top and try to contest the card as it comes around the corner of the saloon.
I don't think they'd want
Oh,
us to
now
have
they switched
7 minutes.
Winston. I'm assuming what they're expecting is one of them to take high ground on top of Saloon like Zach, and then maybe jump on top of Zach and pick him. Because I mean, there is a mercy pocket, but they're gonna push out on low ground here. Yep, there goes Mirage on top after Zach. Which one is Zach now? This one. However, doesn't really get anything. Mirage is pretty low. Cole gets picked by Carter again. The nice headshot again. And go below. They're gonna hop Dragons here on points, separate the team. Yeah. Quite the showing from UJ on this map.
This is.
Mirage is gonna try a dive, but is just decimated. Nice headshot there. Zach is gonna go down, but does it really matter? There's just a res right there. 5 minutes still on the time bank. And
That is. Has Humongous even gotten his full ult yet?
no, I don't think so.
Wow.
He's just sort of been chilling on the point, I think. I mean, he doesn't have a chance to build up any ult charge with Carter and Zach picking off anyone on the enemy team. Yeah. We're just poking from the high ground there, but second now, I think he's gonna dive in. Raj is gonna pop his Primal Rage. Both Kitsune rushes are popped, and Munkus is looking for someone. Gets Mirage there. Down Death Blossom is popped, is gonna get Zach, and Carter's also gonna go down. Looks like UJ is just gonna back up here. Humongous pretty low. I don't think they're gonna be really able to pick anyone with just the Mercy and Sigma here. But with close respawns here, they're able to get right back into it.
And thanks to UND, we got plenty of time.
Yeah. Really goes really low. Reagan's is popped there. It's gonna get carved. That was a nice rock too from Humongous. Yeah, even with one pick though, they are taking it slow. Bilby does get picked by Carter, and now they're taking the opposite of slow. They're gonna just go right in on Mirage here. He does pick Cole, and yeah, just some nice picks from UJ. I think Cole just respawned there and got picked. Oh, Garb switched to a Bastion, didn't see that, and they're also going to switch to a Lucio. Looks like they're going to just try to speed out here. That's the point. Yeah. That Bastion turret form is a bit scary, but not as scary when he's dead. However, I mean, they've sort of been in the back line, I think. Mirage has picked Keen around and Cole has picked Carter here.
Almost felt like that was almost like a little bit of a panic Bastion swap.
Yeah. I mean, it did work out, kind of. They won the fight.
They did.
They've been able to drain 2 minutes off the clock here. However, we have both Bob, Kitsune Rush, and Valkyrie coming in here while Windy only has duplicate right now. Mirage will be able to build that Primal Rage fairly quickly, but right now UJ has the ult advantage. And they're coming up with 5 ults actually.
Winston get the high ground.
Yeah.
That is so dangerous.
He's sort of just been popping them with the right clicks. However, Carter does pop Bob and gets Cole out right away, and Humongous gets Carb. Both the DPS are down, and now it's just UND hiding in that little room there, taking both supports. Get a bunch of progress on the cart here, really close. Zach here is going to have Dragons.
He's going to really want to pop ult, isn't he?
Yeah. He's going to wait. Looks like, nope, he's not going to wait. What am I saying? However, I mean, UND popped 3 ults there, both supports and Primal Rage, and getting picks from there. Zach is here low with the Lucio on him, but goodbye Lucio, and goodbye Zach. Yeah. So I think the upper one right now, but UND does have the spawn advantage here. Yeah. I mean, looks like they're just gonna back up here. Yep, Bastion ult. Wow.
Yeah, that thing is
that
dangerous, dude.
I don't think I've ever seen people get that that valuable of a Bastion ult before. So, dang, good on you, Car. And I mean, they start off this point with 5 minutes, and they're at less than a minute now. This is looking a bit sketchy here, and what seemed to be almost a sort of I've lost the word that I was looking for. I guess last minute Bastion pick to try to save the point is not really well for UND.
Great time stalling.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's exactly like a winnable combo.
Yeah. Definitely interesting. But
oh, that is
he
just
did not.
unlucky.
It looked like
That
Cole
is
was
so unlucky.
You can see that slight pause too of like,
Right?
I've made a mistake.
Crap.
It looks like he was trying to get the Sigma there, but Jadris, he must have just barely got in the way. And I mean, that's good for UJ. They're just pushing in, and I mean, they're probably not gonna have any time left in the bank. But with the picks they've had so far, UJ should be able to clean this up here and cap the point. It's just for less than 5 meters away. Carter does go down. Cole switched to Torbjorn, I guess, and maybe out of shame for that duplicate ult, switch to Torb. They're just sort of stalling here. Man goes into ice block, but he's flung off the points
Uh-oh.
somehow. Don't know how he got flung off the point there. Yeah, even though they have no time left in the bank, they do fully complete Route 66 on attack there.
We'll say that's an amazing stall by UND there.
Yeah.
Bringing them from 4 minutes to 0. That's
Yeah, it was really good from UND. They may have not been able to hold them off the entire time, but still, I mean, it was a very good performance. So especially after having a lot of just nothing on the first 2 points. Defense, it looks like UJ is going to run the same thing. I mean, it worked out pretty well for them on attack, so why not run out defense?
The formula escapes me.
RJ Drizzy, we're going to have to switch off of your perspective, though. Mercy's just not as entertaining to watch.
No unnecessary risks.
I still feel bad for UND's Echo. That was just unfortunate.
Yeah, that was rough. It happens to the best of us.
Whereas, like, if you literally would have gotten, like, anybody else,
Yeah.
it would have been okay, but...
The Mercy. Looks like they're going to TP up top of the train here with...
Oh! There we go. Way to go, Zach.
Way to go. That is unfortunate for
Because
Bilby
they
there.
just totally lost their speed advantage, too. That's so sad.
Yeah, they are just going to pop on the payload here and probably make as much progress as they would beforehand, but that's just... That hurts the soul when that happens.
Yeah.
Overwatch is also a mental game. When that happens to you, you're losing the mental game.
Oh, yeah. Sad.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
he's trying to shoot Winston, but there's Symmetra turrets in the way.
Oh,
And
Symmetra.
Yeah,
Nuts.
that's what this. Cole's gonna pick JJC. I'm surprised they stuck with the Symmetra. Usually you just switch that teleport on top there to see if like there's a team in there, but they're sticking with it maybe. I mean, Zach is gonna pick off Bar, but however, Cole is also showing how good he was on the Hanzo from last map on this map, and it's just been the battle of the Hanzos right now. I don't even think UJ has anyone on point right now. I mean, they might be able to get a contest here. Actually, not really with Caitlyn Roney getting killed there. That's pretty staggered. They're going to not have a full regroup here. It looks like they want to try to do something here.
100%. They want to.
No, they're going to back
Oh,
out.
no.
It looked like they were trying to do something there, but maybe Carter was just throwing the dynamite out to get a bit of ult percentage and just backing up here and setting up for second point. They're still sticking with the Symmetra though. I wonder why. Maybe just to teleport on the high ground and dive on both the Hanzo and the Ashe here. I don't know.
Feels
I
like
mean-
they wouldn't want to be Lucio for that, then, just because like of that whole speed.
Yeah. Cole gets Zach. Get res. Oh yeah, they did TP up on the top of the saloon there. So maybe it was just for that. I don't know though. Definitely an interesting pick. I mean, he has been effective in blocking Zach's shots with her sentries. So that Zach is going to pick off Cole though, and Carter's going to pick off both the second DPS there.
He is trying to suck up the time though. That is.
Yeah, they are going to get a fight win here, which is good for them, especially after how unsuccessful their first point hold was. Even after that really cool pick from Zach at the beginning. You know, the stomping contest you guys talk about so much. UJ has almost all their ults. It looks like they pop Bob, I think, while I was listening to people stomp above us. And Valkyrie is also going to be popped. Nice pick on Corb there. However, Carter is going to be really low and he's going to get picked. Doesn't get any healing from
Does he get the
the
revive?
Valkyrie Mercy. You know what? We're watching the Valkyrie Mercy now. We just ended her ult.
Got this, J Drizzy.
Yeah. The life of a Mercy main. Or just not main, but player. I've had to do the same thing. I know the pain. Anyways, we can have too much excitement. Let's watch the support. Does pop Kitsune Rush here, and Mirage just dives the enemy team right away. But Humongous gets a huge flux there. I mean, it looked like a pretty good dive at first. One of UJ got pretty low there. That was really low there too.
That was scaring me there for a
yeah,
second.
really does to get the pick. But I mean, that was a really quick fight. However, I mean, popped ults there. I mean, they popped. Yeah. So UND's gonna come in here with an ult advantage. I don't think UJ will be able to build up any ults this fight unless it's a long fight. But yeah, they're still gonna have Wall, Zamberia, and Dragon. So. But Carb has been holding on to Wall for a while too, so what they're trying to save it for. Maybe for the Bob again if Carter gets it, just to make sure he's useless. Cole's gonna headshot J Jersey. That is unfortunate. And Carter's sort of alone here. But now he's not. There's the Wall. And Dragons, and Carter's in a bad spot. 3 with Dragons.
That's rough.
That was a very nice ult from Cole. And with just not Humongous is no longer on a point. They're gonna cap. They did drain the time quite a bit. I mean, that was what, 3.5 minutes? So now they only have 3 minutes going to point 3 here. Looks like Carb is gonna switch off of the Symmetra. Had enough fun with that character. Is gonna go back to the Junkrat. It's been very interesting comps from UND. Nothing really to dive with the Winston. So I don't know what exact. Maybe they're just hoping to get people low, and then the Winston dives them and finishes them off like this. I mean, Humongous got pretty low, but was healed up, and Cole's gonna pick off Zach right away though. That's unfortunate, and
should be able to get the Winston.
no, I mean,
just so deep in their backline.
He is, but Zach's just in the distance. Not Zach. Cole is in the distance, just popping people. Okay, so Zach is going to pop ult just right away. I don't know if he's switching or if he's just doing it to get them on the point. This is looking rough. Oh, Zach does switch to Tracer. Yeah. Kitsune Rush is popped and just barely. UJ is going to hold on to the 3rd point here.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many ults did we use for that?
We used 3. I mean, Zach ulted before switching. I don't know if Carter ulted. But I know Kayla Roney certainly did. So we just have Valkyrie and Lux, I believe. What the ult is called. Going into right here. However, UND is going to have 3, 4 ults here. Maybe even 5. Mungus is really low. Barely. Wow, he was in single digits there. Both the Hanzo's getting picks though, but Cole's getting more picks. Lux is popped on the primary, and Winston gets nothing though. Carter does pick off Mirage though finally, and it is scrappy as heck. Cole just gets 2 more headshots though. He is low, but both of the supports on UND were pocketing him, but Zach does pick off Cole. And it is just back and forth right now. Nice rock on Bilby there. Gets really low. Carb is back though on Junkrat to pump out the damage, but I mean, I don't know what's happening right now.
Right?
Yeah.
I know, like I'm just struggling to find words. I'm grinding my teeth about this.
Yeah, it's just been a scrappy fight. It looks like UJ is going to come out on top there, but boy, were there trades back and forth.
Wow.
Well, let's just pick off Zach though, which is rough. Zach will be able to get back fast, but they might try to. No, they won't take advantage. They don't have to get them in there.
Looks like UJ is probably going to run them down to the overtime.
Yep. Riptire is popped, and it is gone. Bilby is going to pop Sound Barrier as they just run into the enemy team. And Humongous is popping pucks again. Yeah, but Cole is also going to pick Kataroni again, but that's 2 down on the side of UND. And there goes Card, but that was a nice pulse bomb from Zach right there. That might be very helpful. Oh, but there's a trap there. He does not get seen though, second the trap. That's good for Zach. Cole does pop Dragon from spawn. And right now, Kitsune Rush popped for UND. Zach doesn't see the Dragons, though, and he walks right into it. Is it anyone? I mean, Card is here on the point. He has Death Blossom. He's going to pop it. I don't think... No, Mirage did not have his E, and he's going to go down. Lucio's low as well. So much happening.
I know.
My brain does not process this fast enough.
Breathe.
I know.
Yeah.
Carve is going to pick up Humongous, though. Zach and two supports instead of the point, though, but J Jersey's getting really low, and so is Kayla Roney. Both of them are going to go down. It's just Zach right now, the point. But for DPS, or for members of UND left, they're just going to cap the point in overtime as well. 1 minute left on both sides. We definitely have a map going on here.
Wow.
Score 3-3.
I should have brought more water.
I know. I was like, I'm like holding on the edge of my seat. Sheesh.
Initiating
You guys can't see, but us two casters here have gone from leaning back, relaxing our chair, to just leaning forward.
Just hanging on the edge of the screen.
This is definitely one of the best matches I have seen so far, in terms of me casting at least. All the best matches were in it when I was on the team back in my days.
ready for battle.
It's just-
This place just
I know we got a good lineup of some Grandmasters on the Overwatch team this year. No, Killer Roni, I think she's Grandmasters.
Is she really?
stay inside,
Yeah.
Wow.
and I'll keep you safe.
Thought Zach might be. Either that or he's just plaid.
You know what? After this match, we'll look at some profiles and see where everyone's placed.
Yeah.
I'm assuming UND won't mind if we look at their profiles. They're probably private anyways. Alright, well, you know what? I've been kind of talking about how much I like UND's comps, and right now I really like their comp. UJ.
Oh, they got the Torb.
Yeah, I know.
The
UJ's
the
been...
Torb and the Bastion. Oh, jeez.
Okay, they're going to switch to Orisa here. UJ really likes to stick with certain characters here, but UND, they make it interesting. There's some goofy fellas over there. Grand Forks, so... It looks like they're just hoping to hold the tunnel here. No, they're just going to back and rotate around now. Just hold up front here. Just curious on what... It's such a comp. I don't know how else to describe it. What exactly they're expecting. Or if they're just really trying to have fun. Or if this is just something they think will work. I mean, I don't know. Carter does pick Zena right away. And...
Oh, shoot. Barely missed that.
Right now, it's just not a lot's happening. They're still holding on to the payload here, not really able to make much progress forward. And it is in overtime right now. Carter does pick Carb though, and Nicole. All right, UJ should be able to push forward here. Those
Humongous.
kills fairly staggered. They might be able to even cap the full point here.
Humongous really holding on to his twirl thing there. Like, when is he gonna pop it? When's he gonna pop it? When's he
Yeah.
gonna pop it?
I'm assuming he was holding it for when Bastion goes into turret mode just to negate as much of that damage as possible. But well, I thought they were going to cap here, but UJ does happen, or UND does happen to take full control of big rolls, but Carter does pick Carb. Bucks is popped on the Mercy here, and Mercy is going to go down. Bob Hart, they C9'd.
Oh no.
We C9'd the point. That is not good.
Score
That is unfortunate. UJ had ults there.
sides.
That is rough.
That's
That is really rough.
sad.
I mean, all right, that was after the match, so who knows? But like, I mean, that Bob could have been really good there.
all right, this is so neck and neck. It's just, I don't even know if I can watch this next fight.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
curious. That's UJ must be feeling bad right now because they had people right next to the
Mhm.
payload too, but it looks like they just slightly moved off and went a bit too far away because it looked like Humongous was right there on the point, but he is not. All right, UJ, they're sticking to the same thing.
No, got May on the UND's team. That's
Yeah,
a big staller.
I wonder if they're gonna stick with that. Not, they haven't really picked anything so far. So maybe they're just sort of mulling over what comp they can do. Maybe they really want to run Torb again on attack. Who knows?
I hope your mother is well.
The Hashimoto run our neighborhood now, so
Oh, I am sorry to hear that.
sorry enough to help.
The May would be interesting. I'm wondering if they're just hoping to wall off UJ in the high ground here, preventing them from really shooting anything, and then forcing them to reposition maybe poorly elsewhere. Cole is gonna be on the Hanzo, and that's gonna be UJ's greatest threat right now. I think it's just Cole in
Yeah.
general, who's just been a menace this entire series so far.
They won't.
Put it on the other side. Interesting. I guess it's. Oh,
Oh.
Cole was gonna pick Carter though. Rez is popped, and Carter is back. But I mean, gotta be careful with that. There's that May wall again, and now, nice
and we get the-
headshot. That was beautiful.
Right.
Bart is getting close, but UJ is contesting it right now, and they're UND's down one person, so they're just hoping to. Whatever. I mean, Humongous is. Oh, he is so low, and he's alone down there. I mean, time is running out for UND right now. Cole should be getting back here on the Symmetra. Zep is really low. Zena gets 2 though. Doesn't matter if it's low or not. Carter's gonna get picked, and right now it's even. Just 3v3. Mirage is gonna pick Kayla Roney though. This is looking rough. They're really close to the payload right now. Mirage is gonna pick off Zach, and Carter needs to touch though, but he backs away, and UND gonna take Route 66. Be UJ's pick for the push map, and we're at match point. Shaking right now. This is
Really debating muting and saying stuff that I can't really say on stream. Oh my goodness.
yeah. That
Wow.
C9 really hurt them there.
Yeah,
It could have
that's-
been a much different CUC events if they didn't, but
I bet we totally could have gotten that. Maybe partially to the second point.
Yeah.
You know.
UND has been playing really well. I mean, both teams have been playing really well. There's been some mistakes here and there. Mostly the only ones I can tell on UJ's side because that's what we're watching, but
Yeah.
it's been interesting. Anyways, let's look at some rank. Oh, this is fancy. That's Masters, they changed it. Or that's combined. Diamond. Calicia, too. I guess there are only 2 push maps, aren't there? Where's there a third? Platinum. I think. I also get support, but maybe it was the same. Burr? I want to know what this man's rank is. Curse
Of
you,
course.
Cole. We could have done this
Yep.
before when there was a
Mhm.
bunch of downtime. Thank you, Bilby. Oh, what? Yeah, what? I want to know if it's Zen X Silver or Zayna Z. I don't know. I think it's maybe Zen X Silver now that I'm looking at it, so I'm just going to say Zen from now on.
That's
Silver, I believe. Okay. Some of them look the same. I know the higher rank ones look different. Silver. Okay, so pretty. We don't know what Cole and Mirage are, but it seems like the rankings are kind of about the same with some of the roles.
Colosio?
Colosio,
Colosio.
I
Okay.
think. Yeah. I swear there's a third push map. It's crazy.
There. Oh, what is it? Gosh,
Because there's this one, there is the Toronto one, New Queen Street.
yeah.
This is a third, but what is it?
Can't
Oh,
see
it's the Alvento. Is that how you pronounce it? No, it's the one in like Portugal or something weird.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
here
one
it
that's
is.
super fun.
Esperanza. Alvento, I think, is one of the deathmatch maps. Yeah, that one is interesting actually. That one has a lot of weird sight lines. I never played on that one. I remember playing on the 2 push maps in the beta and having kind of mixed feelings about the game. I'm a support player though, so who cares what I think?
Right. What's the numbers next to the name?
These?
Yeah.
These are endorsement levels. So like at the end of the match when you give someone like the good teammates, the the false digital pat on the back, basically. That I don't know. There's not really a purpose to them. I know it was implemented during the time of like when toxicity was a big problem and that Overwatch devs were trying to address, and this was their solution, and they kept it. It doesn't really. I think the only thing it used to matter with in Overwatch One at least, based on your endorsement level, you get loot boxes from time to time, just given to you, and so I don't think loot boxes are in Overwatch 2 anymore. Maybe they are.
Loot boxes?
Yeah, are they in
No.
Overwatch 2? They're not. So I don't know what it gives you now. Maybe it gives you like their currency for the shop or something like that.
Yeah, I know there's the biggest controversy over this because it felt like some of the skins were just like a money hole at some point. Like I know there's that like one really really cool Genji skin, but it was like bucks or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of cosmetics are money holes, and
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I know my big issue with that at least was that you have to pay for like, I mean the old like rare skins were the same price as the newer rare skins, which I don't know why. I feel like they should have been much cheaper,
Yeah.
but yeah, they do make some good cosmetics though for the game.
Oh, for sure.
In the time of Overwatch 1, when there was 3 years of nothing, they did add nice cosmetics for the events. I will
yeah.
give them that.
Those Widowmaker skins. Yeah, but no, I know. I think my favorite skin for a character in Overwatch is gotta be like one of like the mechanical like Doomfist skins,
Yeah.
like the caution one or the construction.
Oh, those are really good.
I like that.
I'm a bit biased here because I was a Zen player, but Zenyatta skins I thought have always been just the best, especially like with the cultist skin.
That the
Especially
cultist.
as someone who likes
Oh,
Lovecraft, I have to like the cultist skin.
Yeah.
That has been really quiet. Makes me wonder if we're streaming or not. Anyways. This. Yeah, check just in case we find out on
Right.
map 4.
That
It
would
says
be
stop
so sad.
streaming, so I'm assuming it is.
Nah, we're still streaming.
Okay, we are.
We just got 4
I wonder,
people.
has it? Hold on, I'm gonna move back and forth since you're watching. I've noticed on the screen it's been laggy. I wonder if that's just on our end. 'Cause when I've watched, it's never been like that. Also, when are they adding the Scarlet Chariot to the game? Before we spectate, I need to know if both sides have different designs. They do. It's just a recolor the other way. Looked around at this map. Yeah, they had a bit of detail to their maps. Oh, anyways, we're starting. So, UJs, they're going to run the Lucio again. And we're going to give Jay Drizzy some love. He's been sucking Mercy for so long, and now we're going to watch him. And it's kind of a mixture of the same that we've been seeing. We finally got the Soldier 76 again. We haven't seen that since Oasis. And Mirage is back in the Ramatra, and they are going to stick with the Mei this time. Interesting. Just going to be a bunch of poking back and forth into neutral here until the robot unlocks. That slow from Ramatra is nasty. However, Carter...
might eat it.
Yeah. Carter showing why he was a menace as Soldier on the
There
first
we
map.
go.
I mean, yeah, watch this man play. UJ is gonna get the bot control right away, and I think at least, I shouldn't say I know, on this game mode, getting control of the bot right away is very important just because of that insane distance advantage you get. It's hard to catch up afterwards.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to be harder to catch up for UND with Bilby getting headshot by Zach. That is unfortunate. Luckily, they haven't really pushed in. Spawn's right there, and as Moira, you can fade and get back really quick. Cole is going to get really low, though. Looks like they're going to try commit, though. Mirage drops down, goes into Nemesis for him, and just picks off Zach. But Cole, not Cole, but Carb walled off his own tank, and that is unfortunate. Mirage is going to go down, maybe molding a bit there. Yeah. And I mean,
Oh,
there's a
nice.
Hanzo headshot, but still, Inaroni's been getting picks as Yuriko. Playing really good. We haven't really talked as much about the supports as we have the DPS and the tank, but I mean, both Kilaroni and J Jersey have been doing great jobs with healing here, and just Kilaroni on the Yuriko has been fantastic as well. Seems to always have Kitsune Rush ready. He's going to pop it right there. Zach is going to pick off Zen with the Hanzo ult. Yeah, Kilaroni gets another pick with Card. They are going to unlock the checkpoint right away. Gets close spawn. Perfect for UJ. UND has not really been able to do much. They're going to pop Dragon there in that small room, but Card is going to pick off Cole right away. And he's not even hurt. He's just fine.
Did you just walk through that dragon and just not take
that
any
man
damage?
stood there with the dragon on his back looking at the enemy team and didn't take any damage. She's just rolling it right now. Cole is going to switch to the Echo here, and I mean, they're going to have full ults here for UND, but they're going to push in with Coalescence right away. I mean, she has a lot of ults themselves. This is probably going to be popped here. There is Humongous's Terra Surge, and all of UJ's ults are popped, and almost all of UND's are. Zach's going to pick Mirage. Carter's going to pick Bilby right away with Sound Visor. Whatever it's called, Tactical Visor. And even though they held on to Kitsune Rush, I mean, UJ spent all their ults, and they still won. Herb is going to switch to Junkrat here. And Mirage, even though he had Terra Surge, doesn't care. He's going to switch to Winston now. They have Kitsune Rush pushing in here, but we're close to our own Kitsune Rush, and we have Dragons as well.
Score is UND's got 2 right now, and we got 1.
Yeah. You'll know that in 3 minutes. I mean, Mirage is trying to force something with a pick there on the dive with Winston and gets nothing. He was low, but Cole came for the victory there and got him. But I mean, it doesn't matter if you pick Zach in the back. They have that close-ish spawn, and he's closing in on the point here. That was nice right there for Carter. Team Rush is popped. He hasn't been able to get anything on this map.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah. Carter does get J Drizzy, and I mean, UJ is losing one here and there, but still, they almost have a numbers advantage. And they're able to hold strong even after losing one, and another one comes back. I mean, Mirage is pumped.
Kilaroni's so good with the cleanses, too.
Yeah, I know. She has just been making sure Humongous stays alive. I mean, Carter has Sound Barrier again. Even when they have spawn advantage, they're up, they are just unable to do anything. They're just going to cap the point here. It's barely been a contest from UND. Mirage is trying. He's going to pop Primal Rage, but I mean, what's the point even more, right?
Oh my goodness. We're watching a slaughter.
Yeah. And just like that, we get into this map, and I mean, that's it. UJ, we're going to a map 5, guys.
Oh my goodness. 2-2.
2-2. UJ's like, all right, enough goofing around. Trying not to say certain words as well. And they're like, we are going to steamroll them. This is our map pick. I guess this is our game mode as well. That was an absolute steamroll. I've never seen anything like that. Usually one of the teams at least gets a bit of progress or anything. I don't even think they even got control of the bot. They were unable to push it the opposite direction once.
That was, yeah, absolutely crazy. You just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Never really dying because Kaleroni kept us alive.
Yeah.
Same with J Drizzy, too.
Yeah. Dang. That was insane.
That was. I honestly don't think I've actually ever seen. This is so weird because like it feels like UND and UJ, we can be pretty tied sometimes, but it feels like other times we can just roll them.
Yeah, it's been so tight this entire time, even though in times of like Route 66 where both teams sort of steamrolled on attack there, it was so close on the defense on the 3rd point defense every time. And on the other 2 maps, it was back and forth, we didn't know who was winning Oasis. It was so close on all those maps. And it was 99 to 99, I think, for most of them. And on Precio as well, it was really close the entire time. And on that map, UND it seemed like they didn't know what to do. They kept switching characters. They were seemingly just throwing ults out almost to try to get something, and then UJ also likewise just threw out ults, and they did it. Yeah. That easy.
They want Legion power.
Yeah.
That's never been my favorite map ever.
Yeah. And still map picks. I'm curious on what they have in store here. I mean, I guess it's less of a. I was gonna say it's less of a high ground map, so Carter couldn't get as much value on like Ash or a Soldier, but neither was Coliseum. So
I bet we'd see I bet we see Lucio at least on this map for
Yeah.
that speed boost.
they'll definitely be Lucio. I'm wondering they've seemed to be favoring the Ramatra a lot, and so maybe to the points here, Ramatra's more valuable. I mean, there's a lot more. At least I'm thinking on like City Center and maybe even Night Market. There's a lot more close quarters, so that Vortex can get a lot more value out of it. It's something like that. I'm just guessing though. I have no idea. Mirage has sort of been on a whole bunch of different things throughout this entire series, so we'll see. It might be really good for Orisa though, especially with how well Humongous has been on Orisa.
Right? Yeah, if you can get the javelin like pushes off of the map, like that'd be
I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
that'd be
you
awesome.
could get boosts. A lot of these maps have a lot of boot potential. Let me tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than accidentally or purposely booping someone off the map.
Get the R from their team.
Yeah,
Or
I
is it
believe.
just ours?
I think it's just.
Nothing from them yet. When was the last time you played for Jamestown?
Many years ago.
Oh really?
I'm an old man, kind of. So,
Okay.
I was here when the esports team started.
Oh
Actually.
really?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how old I am. Yeah,
So you are a veteran.
I am a veteran. Yeah, I played for a bit. Competition wasn't really my thing, so I think after my second year I stopped. But like I always watched, and I would help afterwards. I sometimes would get and help with scrims and stuff like that if they were down one, because I had the game installed. And I played it casually here and there. So
For sure.
I in like 2021, I know in 2020 I would pop in and help with scrims if they need an extra player,
Okay.
or run games and comp and stuff like that. Yeah, back in 2017 when it started.
That's when UJ Esports started. 2017.
Yeah, because it started my sophomore year, I believe. So yeah, fall of 2017. Yep, and that's when we're in the library basement.
Which esports layer did you like better? This one or?
I haven't really gone through this one at all. I should probably walk through it.
Okay.
I guess the old one has a special place in my heart. But I mean, it's insane what you guys have done down here. Not to
Yeah.
brag about the UJ Esports area, layer, whatever you want to call it. It's impressive how many PCs are down here now. I remember when there wasn't that many, and I don't know if were you around for the old UJ?
Last year was my first year on the team,
Okay.
and so like the first half of the year they started us off in the library, and then they moved us over
Okay,
here.
so you kind of know what the layout is. I mean, there was less PCs when I was there.
When I started there, they had like the entire like that main room, was just like lined with PCs. Then they had like two circular tables that had like a PC all around
Yeah.
it. And then they had like their own like special room that people would use for like specifically for competitions. I thought,
Oh, they had that.
yeah, just to make sure they got the best frame rate, the best everything, you know. And
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's awesome.
I know in my first year if the streaming PC was still in the same spot as it was, we had just the one round table that was used for competitive games, and everyone was most of the teams were composed of 5 players, except for Overwatch. We had 6. So I was the little PC off to the side of that. We'll get you right into it. Yeah. Maybe I'll take a walk through, just take a gander in there when we're done, because it is really nice looking in there. I mean, I kind of miss the old like marble desks that we had.
Oh,
Had
yeah.
so all that space and stuff like that. And also back then, I believe the rules were a bit more lenient.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Plenty of messes. Well, when you allow a bunch of college students to bring pizza down to the layer, mistakes happen. I remember cleaning. I was helping clean the layer one summer. I took the exact same keyboard like this, shook it, and a bunch of cheese fell out.
Oh my
Ready for battle.
If you're watching it, you know who you are, and those of you who know me, you know who I'm talking about. Farah.
Okay.
This is. I like this.
This gets me excited.
Yeah. Oh. Looks like Cole himself is going to take his own shot on the soldier. Zen's on the Ana. I miss when Ana was meta. I was an Ana player too, so I like seeing a lot of Ana gameplay because it's, I don't know. I think
It's
she's one of the
satisfying.
satisfying. Yeah, I think she's one of the more intensive supports to play. So if you play really well, it is a blast to watch. We are going to stick with this far here though. It's very interesting. And Cole is gone.
Picks already.
Yeah, I think he got hit by the javelin from Humongous, and then Zach finished him off. And I mean, this point is very good for Farah because she can just flow around the outside here and just rain fire into the enemy team there. UND's already down 2, and UJ should be able to just walk into them here. Yeah, Carter does get picked, but so does the rest of the team. It's just Mirage here. And with that,
Good picks.
Yeah.
You take point.
Cole saw that Farah, says, nope, not playing Soldier, switches straight to Echo to hopefully contest her in the air. I know it is going to be hard. Carter's on the Soldier still, so you know, shoot down the Echo. Like, look at her health, it's almost gone. And, I mean, even with the Mercy Puck in the air, it's going to be hard for Cole to get any value with that. I think they're just going to hope to keep teleporting onto the point and maybe just kill who's on the point and then win the fight that way. However, I mean, Bilby's already down. I don't even think that Anna's on the point with UND here. Yeah, Cole does get a pick, but yeah, this could be another fight win for Gay here. Do we gain it? No. Still a nice shot though, direct hit.
Probably getting res here though.
Yep, I would assume so. I don't know what's happening with the camera here.
Oh no.
No, he's not. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's right there.
I'm assuming there's a reason as to why they're not resing.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to save it for the middle of the fight because they won that fight, so I guess it's kind of a waste to.
Yeah, it is like a 20-second.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste. And I mean, with Carter picking Cole there, why even res? Zach's already back here. Yeah, Bilby switches off of Moira to Lucio, and
Got this symmetric thing.
they have 3 ults. UG has 5. They're probably going to nano Ramatra here when he pops ult, I guess, while it's popped. Cole does get J Jersey, though. That is not good for UG. However, Carter is just going to pick off Mirage, or right when he pops his ult, too. That is unfortunate. It's a bit back and forth right now, though. Both sides are getting picks. Zach is low. Carter does get Bilby. Yeah, he is going to go down. However, Carter's still holding the point here. And 99 to 0 to 99. Just like that. Mirage is going to contest. Does get Zach as well. I guess we have no supports there. It's a bit hard to heal. Just Humongous on the point right now. Carb is really low. Oh, he's so low.
Nuts.
We do have Valkyrie here, and wonder if they're going to pop that. Barrage is popped to get to 1. JJZ is going to go down, though, to Cole. He's really low. It's just been back and forth right now. I don't think anyone's on point now. I think UJ is just going to... Not UJ. UND is just going to cap this. Touch you. They pop duplicate, though, when Carter comes into touch, but they win. They get the point.
Oh, he's so close to that health box.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that duplicate. I don't think that was needed at all. Maybe he
No.
was alone and just panic ulted. Afraid they might come back and take the point because they were kind of stay good there. Yeah.
It's always been my experience, though, that you can't panic ult, otherwise
Yeah.
you end up copying a Mercy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Mirage here is on the ham, and we haven't seen this at all. So I don't know how valuable it's going to be.
Go.
Yeah, it was like a stall pick. He's just sticking with it. He is close to mines, though, which will be good on this enclosed area.
Oh no!
Ooh, that was a
Humongous
nice
goes
boop.
down.
That was a very nice boop for Bilby. And J Drizzy just flies right over those mines. I mean, UJ's sort of just sitting back here waiting. They can't really do much right now with those mines in the way.
Nothing without their
'Cause-
tank.
We're waiting for Humongous to get back, and then they'll push it again. They have Kitsune Rush here and Tactical Visor.
That is a really big combo. There,
Yeah,
if you
and
get
they've been
that.
utilizing that combo this entire series, and, well, they can't now because Carter's dead, and
Carter's
Rez,
back
so
up.
now they can use it. There it goes.
I think Carter just got knocked out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. 2 boops from Mirage right there.
Massive environmental kills here. Mirage.
Yeah. As we talked about earlier, those boops are satisfying, and Mirage has had some satisfying boops there. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, what seemed like UJ just dominating right now is coming to last fight territory. J Jersey's going to switch to Lucio. Carter's going to go to Cassidy, and we have... Oh, no.
Of course.
Oh,
Dang it.
no. That is not good. Oh, Mirage.
Nuts.
Yeah, Mirage. What looked like just a stall pick, just... I mean, he just dominated there with that Wrecking Ball. And they came back, reverse swept them on that point, and there we go. It's kind of match point on the series right now.
Junk pick now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this is a good Junkrat map with those
It made
have
me
closed
look like a
hallways there.
superhero.
Sure.
The reality was.
So
not
Carb is
as
also going to
bad.
go his own Junkrat. I wonder if Mirage is going to stay in the Hamid with how successful it was. I don't know if he'll find as much value here because he can't boop as easily as he can on the previous map or Night Market. No, they're going to go to this Metro. Yeah, or they're going to stick with it. And they're going to have Cassidy, and they're going to stick with the... this thing.
Damn, they just tear him up.
Yeah, UND comes out with some weird comps, and they just seem to work.
Yeah.
It's... I don't know how they do it.
Get a pick on one of their healers though. That's big.
That's very good, yeah. Especially with the amount of damage coming through from Zach. I mean, he is going to go down to that power drive there, but I mean, they still can't really protect anyone. Carb is going to pick off Humongous though, and hello. I mean, UJ's just probably going to have to back up here. Killeroni low as well.
Oh!
That is unfortunate.
I bet you.
I think he
I
was
bet
just
she's
trying.
like, whoa!
I think he was just trying to boop him to keep him away, but
Yeah.
he just rolled right off the map. He didn't know his own momentum, and with that, UJ's just gonna speed right in, and it looks like UND just teleports out. They're like, "Nah, that Lucio's scary. We're gonna just
Oh
let
my
you take the
gosh.
point." I mean, look at that too. That all that health he got too. He got sound barrier.
that was funny, dude.
Yeah, that was really good.
It's funny because now Mirage seems a little scared to move up.
Yeah, so he's just hiding on the outside right now. I'm gonna go back and
He's
roll
behind him,
through.
though.
Yeah. I'm expecting he'll try to boop them into the enemy, the rest of his team. Yep, there we go. He pops some mines, and UJ just sort of gets out. I don't think anyone is stuck over there. Carter's gonna railgun a Mirage into the afterlife. Yeah, that is nice. Carter here. Carter hasn't played Sojourn at all, but with how well he's been doing on Soldier,
Feels much better.
it wouldn't make sense to play this character. Team Rush is popped and Rally's popped on UND side, and there's a bunch of people speeding in at each other. We do have Overclock available here. We have plenty of ults available actually. Pop Sound Barrier as well. Terra Search is popped, and using 3 ults there. Oh, High Noon is popped. Does get Zach, but he's not really able to get anything else. And yeah, Carter just slides on into
Impressive
him.
from Carter.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. EJ does pop a lot there, but we have both DPS ults here. And, I mean, UND really needs to win this fight here, because if they don't win it right away, they just get staggered. While it's popped to, actually, honestly, a pretty nice counter for the overclock there. He's not able to push into the enemy team at all without, risking his own life. But, however, Mirage here kind of gets booped into the back of the enemy team. He still survives. Reptile is popped. Will it get any value is the question. It will. Bilby falls to the Reptile, however, I think Zach is dead himself. And I don't know who's We winning this right now.
Right.
You would need to get control of the point, but it's kind of even right now. Terror Surge is popped. Doesn't get anyone, but Cole is going to take down both DPS there, and it looks like Windy will win that fight. Alright, well, this is a bit scary right now for
Time to try again.
UJ. They got to 99% before, and it didn't end well. However, we are coming up with Kitsune Rush here, and they will only have maybe High Noon. It looks like, yep, Pool's already on the high ground, ready to High Noon as Gassity. There's Kitsune Rush. They're probably going to look for a good opportune time to pop it here. They are all getting low, though. The Carb is just putting in the spam, and he's almost to ult as well.
Humongous taking so much damage
Yeah.
here, though.
Alright, and there's Kitsune Rush. It is popped. They are running in, and they're trying to find a target to go on. Looks like Humongous is going to go for the Orisa right away. However, he's completely fine. Cole does pop. High Noon doesn't get anyone, and both the DPS are going to pick 2 targets there. Well, the 3v5 right now. Cole is really low.
Oh,
No,
nuts.
nope. And in fact, Cole is just going to finish off Humongous there. Mirage is down, though. I don't think they have anyone to do it. And it's overtime right now. And UND is staggered, and we're going to the 3rd and final round here. All great series always end on the last round of the last map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it whoever wins this now? Is that the winner?
Yes.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So, they're going all out here.
Right, vein in my forehead is about to explode right now.
Like that one meme with the guys leaning forward as the vein.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just sweat.
UJ swap into the Far Mercy again. It's a pretty good pick on Night Market, even though it's daytime on the map now. We're just gonna switch to Sojourn again, and it looks like UND's gonna pick the same thing, and it makes sense too. You can get to point really easily with the Symmetra turret and turret teleporter. But I mean, as a Symmetra, you're not gonna be able to do much with the far in the sky.
Zach was really good at just tearing people up.
Yeah.
Fara.
What happens? Cole gets a headshot at Carter right away. They're already down 1, and with them set up on point right away, it's going to be hard for UJ to push in there. Zach can get around and get those turrets. They're going to res Carter and at least try to do something here. But that was a nice javelin. I'm flying too.
One more airtime.
Yeah. Thing is, though, it's going to be hard for Zach to get value with Cole on the Cassidy here. He's been really good this entire series, and so. But when you get boops like that, it's right. He got booped. No, he's what?
How did he?
What?
Oh, he must have like rolled it last second.
Maybe, or he maybe rolled onto like where the health pack is. What? Anyways, Carter is gonna get Carb, and Zach is just trying to get rid of Cole, and Cole is just trying to get rid of Zach here. Not a whole lot happening. Philby is gonna fall down, and I think UG's up 2 right now. I don't know if that teleporter is still up, but Cole gets kind of low. There's a lot of.
Their Kuriko is just saving him too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's just a bunch of fighting here in the back here, and Zach is finally going to get the best of Cole, and UJ will get the point. However, UND was able to build up quite a bit there that fight. It was a very long, just drawn out fight with not a lot happening. Anyways, both teams have Consuming Rush here, and they're going to have a wall, and they're going to have Terra Surge on UND's side, and UJ has both Overclock and Barrage.
Uh-oh, they're going on.
And they pop Barrage right away. Gets nothing, but Carter does get Carb. Bilby gets really low here. Continue Rush is popped on UJ's side. Terra Surge is popped for Mirage. Gets no one. It's kind of back and forth again, as it's always been, though. It's a 3v3 right now.
No, it's very similar team compositions.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
it's because they both know the meta. Probably.
Yeah. It's just the 2 flying characters right now on the point. And they're both so low.
Come on.
I knew I could help.
Yeah.
Interesting tactic to hide there. I don't know.
Flying
Yes.
That is Luku here.
It is.
Mr. Frank.
We are blessed to not have Evan here. If there's one thing that unites the UJ esports team,
It's
it's
bullying.
Evan. Yes. Oh assume delays exist. Yes, we are sorry. Did he even fix the other mic? I hope so. I don't know if it's just picking up through my mic or not. I don't know. I know one of the mics was messed up. Anyway, since we've been talking about mics, UND has taken control of the point, and there goes Humongous. Bilby gets another boop, and looks like EJ's just going to quickly reset here. Perfect move. Don't stagger your kills. Don't feed any more ult charge.
Gonna for about maybe 2 fights, I'm thinking. But this next
Maybe.
one's gonna have to probably be.
When they're going to have to win this fight here, because otherwise it's going to be like about 85-90%, depending on how long it's drawn out. And so they need to win this fight. However, they're going to come up with a barrage here. They have both Duplicate and Rally here, and they're coming up on Tier Search. It's a bit of an uphill battle here for you, Jay.
Right. And
And Cole gets J Drizzy right. Oh no.
Oh crap.
Oh, it's
Quick reset.
yeah, it's quick reset. Yeah. Someone's gonna have to touch. Zach is still around somewhere. He can fly around the side here and touch with the Mercy and maybe get something with Barrage. But that's what he's gonna have to do, and they're expecting it. The whole team is there waiting for him, but he has to touch. Question is, can he? Barely. And he's gonna pop Barrage. And he's gonna get Carb right away. He does die, but he's able to get one, and Rally is gonna be popped though.
And he's getting revived.
He's getting revived. Yeah. However, Cole copies. Yeah, stuff is happening, but I mean, Cole used duplicates and copies, and Sojourn gets 2 picks. He gets 3 picks. Mirage gets 2, and
Looks like that goes.
and that is the end of a good series. UND is gonna win the whole thing. However, I mean that's nothing to be upset about from the UJ side. They fought a really good series there.
Really balanced game, I'd say.
Yeah, it was close on both sides. I mean, every map was pretty dang close, and I mean, yeah, Mirage was insane here on the Hammond on this point. So, I think the first North Dakota v North Dakota match I've seen, that was a great one. That was the best game I've seen so far at this entire time, and I don't know what's happening here. Overwatch. And yeah, that was a great series.
Truly.
It was fantastic. So
Yeah, 2 really well balanced teams just fighting it out, and UND did end up winning, but that's okay because we made them fight for it.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, even though we only got chatters to the end there, kind of. Thank you all for watching. That was a really fun series, and so I'm glad you guys could join us for that. And I don't know if this is always a closing spiel, but don't forget about Twitch Prime. Did you know that with Amazon Prime, a link to your Twitch account, you get 1 free sub? You do. That's right. And I was reading what Rosie was saying as well. Yeah, exactly. That's what sucks about the delay, but, you know, it has to happen. Anyways, if you have Twitch Prime, make sure to sub to the UJ channel. It benefits the UJ Esports team here. And hey, if we get 50 subscribers, we'll shave Evan's head and stream it. I'm making that up right now, but we can make it happen.
No, yeah, whether he likes it or not.
Or they likes you can't escape us.
Right.
What's he gonna do? Fight back? Doubt it. Anyways, thank you all for watching.
Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah.